Hello, welcome back. We are here today to restore this four-wheel bike that I had gotten a few months ago. I didn't want to mess with it until I found someone to give it to, so that way I could fix it up, give it to them, and they would get it at its newest point. Now, in the terms of what money I will put into it versus what you could get it brand new in the store, it would be cheaper to get it brand new in the store than to restore one of these. But I thought it'd be a fun thing to do, and two, it's a gift that I remade for someone instead of just something I bought out of the store for someone. It'd be something that I took the time and effort to restore. I think he'll like it. He's a little bit young for it, maybe, but he will grow into it, and he will probably have a lot of fun with it. It's better on smooth surfaces like a pavement or the road. It's not really good for out in the woods, but nonetheless, I think he'd have a lot of fun with it. They told me that they have a place for him to ride it if I give it to him. So we'll see how it all adds up. With that being said, we are going to walk around and I'll show you in detail what I want to change about it and some of the features about it. And we'll take it from there. Today I plan on pressure washing it. Get off as much of that paint, dirt, dust, just anything I can wash off of it. And then we'll move on to the next process. All right, let's see it up close and see what needs to be changed about it. Here we are at the front of it. The only thing that won't be recorded that I've already done to this bike would be the tires. When I originally got it, all four tires were flat, and I put four new tubes into it and pumped them up. But other than that, everything else will be recorded or seen on here. But as far as the front is concerned, all I really want to do is pressure wash the best I can all this paint off, and I might come back through with a grinder depending on what it looks like when I'm done. And then up at the steering wheel, I want to take a grinder and grind off all that green paint. I can't make it look perfect, but I can at least take all that color off of it. It'll still look like it's been aged. Then we move along to the side. Now this only has a brake system in the back, which is that little knob right here. But I'll talk about that when I get back there. So when you turn the wheel backwards, it doesn't brake. And I'm wondering if I can't take an old bike that the chain stops when you pedal backwards and replace it onto here. So that way this bike would be able to brake if they pedaled backwards. But I want to take the pressure washer and I want to pressure wash off all this white paint that's on here. I'll probably go back through it and paint it black. The bike itself, I'm thinking about painting a light blue or dark blue, kind of like what's already on it. Then on the back side, if it's possible, I'm going to try to fix this and put a new piece of metal right there and bend it the shape that it's in right now. If I can find another one of these, I'll put another reflector back onto it. This is that brake system I was talking about. It's got a little bar under here that when you raise this up, it lets the tire go, and then when you pull back on it, the metal goes into the tire to help you slow down. But I'm going to see if I can replace that, I guess it's the gear in the front with the pedals. So that way you could brake by pedaling backwards. But I don't know if that's wishful thinking or not. It has a hitch on it. I guess it had some type of trailer or something you could pull with it. I'm wondering if it'll fit a wagon handle in there. And then I'll probably take this off, because if this had a matching one, it's long gone now. And I want to wash the tires out the best I can. The outside of them got painted, so I might take them and go back through them and spray them black. See if I can fix this with another piece of metal. The tire, the seat itself, can move forwards and backwards, so if he's too short for it to reach the pedals, you can pull the seat up and you can stick it into one of these little knobs and it'll be closer to the steering wheel. And I want to try to repaint that right there, the dark blue or light blue. Take off the sticker because you can't even really read what it was saying anymore. And I want to wash the tires and go back through them and spray them black. Wash all this off. But I definitely have my work cut out. If I can make this look like it was newer than what it is right now, then I feel like I've accomplished something. This is what it looks like now, and hopefully after a couple days it'll look like a whole different bike. Now we're going to move on to pressure washing, and then we'll do another walkthrough and see how much it's changed from that to now, and we'll move on to something else. Now we're going to move on to pressure washing it, and then we'll do a walkthrough to see the difference between the before and after getting washed. And then that'll be pretty much the end of part 1. Part 2 should come out fairly soon. I gotta track down some parts and see if some of the things I want to do to it's even possible. And yeah, we'll move on to part 2. Like I said, it should come out fairly soon after. So let's get to washing. After pressure washing, this is where we're at. It did get a lot of the paint off. I kind of like this dark blue, so I'm thinking about painting it this color when I get all that off. I definitely got some grinding ahead of me to even out some spots. But if you can remember what it did look like to what it looks like now, it's gotten a little bit better. But I do still have some grinding ahead of me. But I'm going to save that for later because I got a couple ideas of stuff to do to it. Like I would like to make this pedal box a backwards brake. Spin the pedals backwards, it doesn't break. So I'm wondering if I can take a piece off an old bike and make it where the kid could pedal backwards to stop it. But I don't know if that's a plan that will work or if that's just something I wish I could do. So I'll have to look into that. That'll probably honestly be the next thing I do, is see if I can make a brake for the pedals. So that way you ain't trying to use that little bar back here to stop his back tires. He'd just be able to pedal backwards and stop it up front, which would make it a lot easier for him. But I do like this dark blue, so I might paint the whole thing that dark blue. Alright, until next time, we'll see you in part 2. Peace.